So come on over to sit on your mat, maybe sit on your blanket for comfort. You want to have a tall spine. Legs can stretch out. You can sit in a chair wherever you'll be comfortable for a few moments. And just to start off this class, yoga to overcome a negative mind. And it's, like I said, it's a blend of overcoming the negative naysaying mind that might have a little sarcastic tone to it, and embracing and encouraging the positive mind so that we can hopefully come to our final poses with a neutral mind, and just encouraging this neutral mind where you become an observer, the seat of the observer, as some say, where you can kind of take this bird's eye view of you, the human, and just observe what's going on. For those of you who don't know her, this is Myrtle. If you're a Harry Potter fan, Moaning Myrtle. She is very, very smart, and I think in one of her former lives, she must have been a CIA agent because she is aware of everything that goes on around her. So come on up to sit nice and tall, and let's flip our palms up, and then I'd like you to hook thumb and first finger together. So Gyan Mudra, as we like to say, mudra is a gesture with the hands, and you're going to press the pad of your thumb into the nail of the index finger, like you're making this little OK sign, and then the palms will flip up on your lap. Sit tall and take a deep belly breath as though you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. And open mouth, exhale. And 4 more times, big inhale. Exhale out of your mouth, a big sigh. 3 more. Two more. And last one. Resume a slow breath in and out through the nose, but keep that belly engagement. So when you have a feeling that you're blowing up into that balloon in your belly, you're really engaging your diaphragm. And deep diaphragmatic breathing is one of the most healing things that I know in my years of research that anyone can do anytime, anywhere. So just encourage that deep breath, open through the full capacity of your lungs. And as with any yoga class, but especially one that has a purpose like this, yoga to release negativity and to overcome a negative mindset, I really want you to focus in onto what you can release. Where do you automatically go negative when negativity isn't really called for, but that just might be your pattern that you're in? Where can you let go of a little bit of sarcastic inner talk or impatience with others? Where can you let go of negativity in your own life? One more deep inhale. Let yourself arrive fully here. And we're going to come on up to stand first thing. One of the things that is true that we might not realize is true is that if you can get the body busy, the mind quiets. And so we're going to literally shake. Now, I was going to have music. So if you have a favorite song, you can turn it on. But I was gonna have music, but we've been having audio issues all day, so I decided not to chance it. So heels are gonna just start to bounce up and down on the ground, and then you get all nice and loose in your joints. So shoulders, wrists, elbows, twisting into the hips, and encourage those open mouth exhales. So literally shaking it off. This is a move that comes from not only Qigong, but also Kundalini. And it's a really nice way just to get the body a little bit busy, build a little bit of happy energy, a little bit of shaking here. Shake your wrists, twist your hips. Just get that heart rate going a little bit. Have a little bend in your knees so that the blood starts to flow, not going into any deep squats or anything. Heels bouncing, knees bending, hips twisting, wrists loose, and maybe even encourage that smile on your face. So tonight's class, you might get confronted. Even this right here, you might be thinking, why are we doing this? This is stupid. That's that negative mind. So then you come in and you listen to all the reasons why you're doing it, and you start to build that positivity. And then eventually coming to that place where, okay, I'm shaking. Just that neutral mind where you can notice what you're doing and be totally fine with it. Ten more seconds. And then come to stand still. Feet can come a little closer together, and then pull your hands to your heart and tuck your chin to your chest. Coming into absolute stillness here and pulling your awareness to this grateful mind. And then hands come down, and we're gonna continue to let it go with a nice little forward fold and open mouth exhale again. We're gonna be using a lot of breath techniques tonight, including this open mouth exhale repeatedly. So feet stay hip distance or shoulder distance, and you're gonna soften your knees, and we're gonna inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, knees are going to bend quite a bit, and you're going to open mouth exhale as you throw your hands up and behind you. So forward fold, and then inhale up and forward fold. Make sure your knees are soft as you come down and as you come up. We'll take another moment here with this one. Just embracing the positivity and letting that negativity just get right on out. Five more. Inhale, reach the arms up, hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your hands to your heart, press them into your sternum, tuck your chin to your chest, and just observe. Observe if your breath is coming a little quicker. Observe what your thoughts are doing right now. And take that bird's eye view of you, yourself, that human on the mat. Just noticing. And release the hands, open the eyes, bring your head back to neutral. And this next one, I should have said this class kind of requires a sense of humor. So you're going to make little fists with your hands, standing nice and still, but take a high chair pose. So a little bend in your knees so you feel really nice and solid. And then pull your hands next to you. So palms are up and you're making that fist, elbows are into the ribs. And then you're going to inhale. And as you exhale out of the mouth, you're going to punch that left hand forward. And then inhale, pull it back in, and opposite arm. Just continual repeated movements here, listening to the breath and imagining, possibly in the nicest way, punching your negativity right in the face. Not really punching, but just getting it out of your life here. And you can go faster, you can go slower. Last 10 seconds, let's go a little faster. Just punch it out. Get rid of your negativity, get rid of your anger, get rid of anything that holds you back. And remember, the only thing that holds you back is you. Just change your mind. Decide what you want to embrace, what you want to bring in, and what you want to nurture. Let everything else go. Inhale, reach your arms up, hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart, bow your head, and just observe. How do your arms feel? How is your breath coming? How is your heart beating? Where are your thoughts in this moment? Come back to the deep belly breathing. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more. And last one. And relax your arms down, eyes open. And our final standing little sequence here. And feet come hip distance or a little bit wider, and that strong little leg. So that little bend in the knees. And then you're going to interlace your fingers in front of you, and thumbs just kind of press into each other. And going into wood chopper here, this is really one of my all-time favorites. I even did a 40-day practice with this one. You want to make sure that you're not throwing your arms up too high, but you want this feeling that you are chopping through all of your obstacles. And again, remember, the only thing that holds us back in this life is ourselves. You can't believe anyone else when they're talking about you. You know, and you decide, and you decide. There you go. So we're going to learn how to decide here what we're going to embrace. So fingers interlace, thumbs come together. Wood chopper, super easy. As you inhale, arms come up. And as though you are chopping through, and open mouth, exhale again. So you can even bend forward a little bit. So inhale, wield that axe upward, and exhale, and keep going. You can imagine that your axe is made out of light, that it's, a shining light like a lightsaber. And that you're just slicing through all of that negativity, all of that wrong patterning that we might have, or programming. And last 10 rounds or so, you guessed it, let's pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quiet stance. Release the hands to the heart. Tuck the chin and observe. And come back to stand, and the rest of our class will be seated, so you can sit comfortably. I'm going to come into rock pose with my blanket underneath or in between my hips and calves. This is very comfortable for me. You might be more comfortable in a chair or an easy pose. Maybe you have some blocks you can sit on. But you want to come to this place where you can really maintain a nice long spine without too much effort, without having to worry about shifting or your legs falling asleep. And then since we switched positions, let's just come to settle here for a moment and take that bird's eye observer view and notice how you're sitting. Come back to that slow, deep belly breathing. Remembering the belly breathing helps us to breathe with our diaphragm. This wonderful way to calm and energize the body at the same time. And eyes open. I'm going to find our timer here. The next few exercises are all arm intensive. And this is one of those things where the negative mind might really start to come in and tell you that you can't do it. And that's when I ask you to skip the positive mind and take the observer's mind, where if you are in physical pain, that you're causing yourself an injury, that's when you relax a little. That's when you pull back a little. But if it's just your brain telling you that you can't do it because it's hard, maybe you change your mind and you come to this place of neutrality where you realize you're already doing it, and it's just holding the arms up while you breathe. It's really not anything that's so intense that you couldn't do it. But the mind will come in and start to tell you that you can't. So we're going to breathe here just with long, slow breaths so that you can really stay focused on breathing into the belly, the balloon of the belly, and pulling that up into the lungs, and slow, deep exhales. Palms are going to go out, and you're going to stretch the arms straight out from the shoulders. And a big tip here is that you're working, lift with your wrists, lift with your hands here, not with your shoulders. So this feeling that the arms are actively pressing against an invisible wall on either side of you. And that's it. That's all we're doing. And we're going to have a slow, deep breath here. And just close your eyes and start to observe what your brain starts to tell you as you hold your arms up at shoulder height with the palms pressing outward. It might already be happening where your brain says you can't do it, that the arms are too heavy, that this is too hard. And then you take that neutral mind. This is really all it is. You're just holding your arms up while you breathe. So just settle in and follow the breath. Eyes can close. Feel as though the air itself is helping you to hold those arms up. Pressing through the palms. When you press through the palms, the whole arm is activated and it takes the weight out of the shoulders. And just observe. And keep going. Keep observing. Keep breathing. And remember, you're just holding your arms up at shoulder height while you breathe. Can you remain neutral? Can you overcome the negativity that will come up when your brain starts to protest and tell you that you can't do it? Can you change your mind? Keep going. 30 more seconds. 2.5 minutes already gone. You're almost there in that home stretch. 20 more seconds. Slow the breath down. Press the arms out even wider. Stay lifted. Stay neutral. Inhale. Hold the breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms, palms up on your lap. And then pull your hands to your heart and tuck the chin, just observing. And eyes open, relax the hands down. A little bit shorter this time, but we're going to be switching sides. So arms are going to go out from the shoulders at an angle. So left arm will go up and right arm will go down so that you're in this little angle. I've got a little helper here. I can just rest my hand on her back. So reaching the fingertips away from each other in this angle. And slow, deep breath. Eyes open and unfocused or closed and focused inward. Just observing. Palms are now pressing toward the ground, so you don't have to press them out away from you. And just notice what happens in this position. Maybe you think it's easier. Maybe you think it's harder because your arms were already tired. And you come to that place where you're just observing. Just noticing what happens when you bring the left arm up and the right arm down. Deep inhale. Hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and switch. Right arm goes up, left arm goes down. And breathe. Feeling that the fingers are really going away from each other. Let it be just what you're doing. Let it be easy. Deep inhale. Hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms down. Pull the hands to your heart. Bow your head and observe. Did your brain go a little dramatic there? And can you pull it to that place of just observing you, the human on the mat? And let's move around just for a moment before we come to sit in our final little armalicious one. So you can come up into a downward dog or maybe a child's pose. Get the blood flowing again. And then as you're ready, return to your seated position. Or you can change your seated position if you'd like. And we're taking one more here with long, slow breath. The position of this is interesting because the thumbs are involved. So you're going to squeeze the hands into a fist, but then you're going to give the whole world 2 thumbs up here. And with those thumbs up, you're going to bring the arms up and the thumbs are going to face each other, but then you're going to bring them up to the ceiling. So hopefully you can see that you're giving the ceiling around you the big thumbs up with the arms up here at this angle. And this is another one. This is called Ego Eradicator. And it really is a place where your body and your brain might start to protest quickly. Feel as though you're lifting from your knuckles, from your hands. Shoulders are light. The air itself is helping you. And close your eyes, long, slow breath, and just observe. Observe what happens in these quiet moments when you're holding your arms up and the mind and the body start to tell you it's too hard and you can't do it. Just change your mind. Observe yourself from that neutral mind. And remember, if you do have to drop, there's no judgment there either. If you need a break, if you bend your arms, okay, just observe that too. It's not failing, it's not losing, it's not doing it wrong. It's just what happened. So you observe it, and then you come back to it when you can. Halfway there, keep going. Really try to follow the breath in and out so your mind just leaves your arms. You don't even recognize that it might be hard because you're just observing the breath coming in and going out. Final stretch here. Don't give up. Relax the shoulders, reach those thumbs up, just recommit to the position. Almost there. Give it all you got. Last 10 seconds. Inhale, reach it up. Hold the breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control. Relax the arms down. Flip the palms up this time to rest on the lap. And tuck your chin to your chest. Observing what you feel through the arms. Observing the breath coming in and going out. And eyes open. And come on to stretch your legs all the way out for staff pose. And our final one here before we come to lie down on the mat. And this is going to have a fun little breath called a sniff breath. So we're going to sniff the breath in for 4 counts and then sniff the breath out for 4 counts. So it's 1 inhale, 4 sniffs. So it's like a quarter sniff each time until you get that full breath in, and then you're going to release the breath in 4 parts as a sniff out. What's fun about this one is that we're going to take a leaning back position. So your legs are going to stay out long in front of you and arms are going to come out wide. And then we're going to lean back, just like that, to where you can really feel the body already start to protest. So come up and release that. That's the position we're going to be holding. This is going to be an interesting journey for us. We're going to try this for 3 minutes, just as we've been doing most of the other practices here tonight. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. And again, I just want you to observe what happens when your body says you can't. Now, if you need a modification, you can bend into those knees a little bit to bring the soles of the feet to the ground, and that helps you to lean back a little bit more comfortably. And this is, again, a place if you can't do it, then you cheer for yourself anyway. You don't let that negativity come in. You just say, I need to come up for a breath, and then I'll come back into it. Just observing what happens. So once you are ready, either feet on the ground or legs going straight out, arms out and palms facing forward, spread out through your fingers. And then slowly lean back until you feel the core engage. Keep your heart lifted. And 4 sniffs in. And 4 sniffs out. Keep going. Just observing my body is definitely already shaking. Can you keep that heart lifted? Can you keep the breath going? Can you keep your mind neutral and just observe what's happening? All you're doing is sitting here, leaning back and holding your arms out. It's really not as difficult as your brain and your body might be telling you that it is right now. Last minute, almost there. You're more than halfway there. Just keep cheering for yourself. Observe yourself. Be neutral in what's happening. Deep inhale. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without collapsing, slowly roll back and hug your knees into your chest. Eyes closed and observe. You might feel this tremendous sense of calm right now after all of that exertion, all of that observing. And then you get to drop into this place of rest. Release your feet to the ground, knees bent, hands at your sides, and just as a little stretch, press the hips up into a bridge pose, and exhale, lower down. We'll take a few of those. Inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, roll them down. 3 more. Two more. And last one. Stretch the legs out. Flip your palms up. And we're going to rest here in Shavasana. Take that bird's eye view again of this human on the mat. Legs outstretched, arms outstretched, and body still. Notice how the breath is coming in. Notice where you can feel that energy from this practice, maybe through your arms, maybe through your core, your legs. And really see if you can observe with that neutral mind as you take a few moments of absolute stillness. Shavasana is a place for our brain to recognize the work and the reset that we did during our practice, during our breathing. Just continually bringing the body into this place of rest. Exhaling slowly, feeling that sinking in of the body. Scan through your face. Notice if you're holding any tension in your mouth, your cheeks, your eyes. Relax your tongue and your throat and your shoulders. Scanning down through the body, just noticing if you're holding tension through your arms or through your abs. Release the hips and the legs. And just observe. Start to deepen your breath, observing how you feel in this moment. Wiggle fingers and toes to add a little movement to your arms and legs. Stretch. And as you're ready, roll on up into a comfortable seated position. Hands coming to your heart in that gesture of gratitude, and taking this moment to thank yourself for working on improving, working on yourself. And we'll end here with the sound of 3 ohms. Inhale deeply. Om. 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 Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste.